Chapter 11. Sunshine after rain. Storm has passed, I guess. Well, it's Thursday now. The final bell rang as I was dumping my books in my locker. It had been kind of a weird day. It had been way too long since I was at school. Apparently, the story was that I had a really, really bad cold. A cold that had apparently spread to other people, like William and Spencer. All the club members knew the truth, of course, but the get well card I found in my locker from Raina was kinda sweet. Even if, pointless. Thanks, Raina. Still wasn't sure how I felt about the ease with which the others just lied to everyone all the time to cover this stuff up. But it wasn't like we could tell them what really happened. I should probably go find Spencer.
Nora?
Hey, boy, how you doing? I smiled slightly as I turned toward William. I can't believe after all the shenanigans we went through. It's like, and 2 days later we had a normal school day. Like, I need a vacation. Did I read that line? Hold on. I don't think I did. I smiled slightly as I turned toward William.
Were you heading up to the club?
Always. He laughed quietly as I slid the last of my books in my locker and shut it. Wanna walk up with me?
Sure.
He seems happier. I shouldered my book bag and we walked quietly together for a moment.
I wanted to tell you. Yesterday we went to scatter my mom's ashes.
How did that go?
It was... well, I think a weight was lifted. From everyone. My father is leaving today. Things are still a little awkward with him, but I hope it might get better someday.
I'm glad to hear that.
I am, too. She found peace. I mean, I could feel it. Right before the rift closed, she moved on. The Ancient was stranded on the other side, but she wasn't.
That's a relief. I'm so glad to hear that. Oh, that's good. I am really glad to hear that. And I was. No matter what she'd done during her life, no matter what terrible, desperate things she'd done, I was so glad she'd managed to find some kind of peace. I mean, at the end of it all, she was there for her son when it really, really counted. It sucked that it had to happen after she died, and she destroyed, I guess, I was gonna say killed, destroyed a lot of ghosts, including the ones that were protecting him, but they were also not healthy for him at the same time. And she was the one that ultimately saved him when the agency was just going to put him down like some kind of feral animal, so rest in peace, William's mom. William and I stopped on the stairs and he looked out the window.
It's strange. Everything that happened was so awful. It was terrifying and horrible. But I'm glad. I'm glad I got to say goodbye. I'm glad I was able to see her.
There was sadness in his voice as he said that, and a wistful look on his face. He might be glad, but I was sure what he really wanted was to have a happy, healthy mother that was still alive. I pulled him into a gentle hug, squeezing tight. He leaned into me, wrapping both arms around my waist. You guys are so huggy. I love it.
I'm so sorry I put you through so much.
You didn't put me through anything. I keep telling you that. Ghosts, ancients, fairies. If I'm frustrated at anyone, it's those guys.
The Ancient, at least, is no longer an issue. There are only a few remnants that were left behind. It lost most of its power because of what happened. They don't think it'll be a danger to anyone anymore, but they'll be continuing to watch it.
I'm still sorry you lost your... what does Guess call it? The chorus?
There are... Well, there are already others that have showed up.
I wondered. Oh, great. I hope these ones don't hate me. He smiled faintly.
The others had been with me for a long time. They were protective. The new ones won't be like that.
That's a relief. I don't know how many times we can destroy the art class before Miss Terrell kicks us out. He laughed softly and pulled away just enough to look down at me.
I think my file at the agency has probably gotten bigger again.
In your defense, this incident wasn't your fault. Besides, I don't even want to think about what mine is like now. Apparently, they've actually assigned Allie to me as a magic teacher because they think I desperately need to learn to defend myself. Thanks to Guess, everyone believes I'm some kind of reckless troublemaker. I mean, you are.
You were reckless that day. I'm glad that you believed in me, but you really could have been hurt.
Well, it all turned out okay this time. He pulled me into another tight hug. Not that I minded.
Thank you, Nora.
What are you thanking me for this time?
For staying with me. For being you.
I'm not sure I even was me for most of the past few weeks, but you're welcome.
Is it okay if I don't let you go this time?
Well, I mean, eventually you'll probably need to. I figure they'll get upset if we just try to stand here forever. I like this new smile of his. It's like, I don't know, it's like a sassy smile. It's different from his sad smile. It's like, I don't know, he just looks more confident? Sassy. I don't know, it's a sassy smile. I like it. I felt him smile against the top of my head.
Even if it's scary sometimes, will you stay by me?
Of course. I'm thinking of seeing if Guess can get me one of those wrenches. You know, just in case.
Maybe I should get one too.
Alright, 3 of us, Ghostbusters with wrenches. I like it. I laughed outright at that. Oh man, I cannot picture that. Oh my goodness. She looks so happy. It's strange. I didn't picture William like being this big, so it just... I kind of thought they were more even height-wise. But, so to see this angle, just, it seems so strange to me. Are you really not gonna give me a full-on smooch, though? Are we not getting the full-on smooch? You guys are just like snuggle puppies, which is fine. He pulled away and placed a tender kiss to my forehead. My smile widened as I felt a familiar tickling sensation at the back of my mind. Warm, pleasant, and very, very gentle as he whispered something to me. Not with words, of course, but that was okay. In fact, somehow it was even sweeter knowing he'd said it that way instead of out loud. Like there was a space inside my head that was just for the 2 of us and no one else. I like how cool she is with William being in her head, considering she was like so against it when it came to Mark. She's like, get out of my head! With William, she's like, oh, there was like a little corner of my brain that was just for the 2 of us. I mean, William is a sweet being, though. Can't deny that. In any case, now that one of the most important people in my life was a psychic, I was definitely going to have to get used to communicating that way. So, even if it felt silly, I laughed a little sheepishly and whispered back that I felt the exact same way. Oh, really? Oh, really? You're ending there, huh? Oh, my goodness. Wow. Interesting. Oh man. What a well done route, though. I gotta clap. I gotta clap for the overall story of that route. That was great. It was really, really great. I was definitely invested in the whole ghost shenanigans throughout. I felt like the balance between Nora dealing with her changeling stuff and her brother melded really well with all the ghost and ancient stuff that was happening. So, major kudos to that. I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyed the story. I really liked Nora and William together, which I wasn't really expecting. Like, they're very, very sweet. Absolutely. Like, cutest little goobers together. For me personally, like, William is not the kind of guy I would go for. I think he's adorable, and I would absolutely be his friend, and would probably be very much like a guess to him. I would definitely try not to be super overprotective, but I would definitely have that protective instinct when it comes to William. Like, if you make this boy cry, I will hit you over the head with a wrench. 100%. I was definitely surprised that we didn't get a full-on kiss at the end. I think I might... Like, I think this whole route didn't need romance, and the romance itself was not super overt. Like, you could tell there was definite affection on both sides, both from William to Nora and vice versa. Like, they definitely care about each other a lot, but it wasn't overtly romantic in nature. Not to the extent it was with the other guys, which I thought was really interesting. Like, it's implied heavily at the end that he said, "I love you," and she whispered that back. But you know, no full mouth-to-mouth kiss, just a lot of snuggles and cute cuddles and things. So I'm curious to see how the good end will go, because I might like that ending more. This ending was good, but it ended very quickly. After all the shenanigans we went through, I was kind of expecting to talk to Gas, maybe talk to Allie, hear about, you know, we didn't even talk about if Mark's okay, and I'm like, I want to shout out Mark for being best friend and going to help his bro when he was in need, and we just didn't address that at all. Like, William had Mark too, who believed in him and cared about him a lot, to go and be reckless. So, yeah, man. What a journey. And I definitely got to give props for making me scream twice in absolute terror because of that one smile. Okay, so as you can see, this boy has 2 pages. By my side. Cute, cute. So then we've got 8 bad ends, and then the good end, a new chance. So, next time we're going to be looking at Gilded Butterfly, whatever that means. But yeah, thank you guys very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the best end of William's route. I'd like to hear your thoughts about it down below. Definitely enjoyed theorizing with you on this route a lot. There was a lot of good theories, so that was tons of fun. And just, you know, goobing out about William being a goober. Always a good time, so nice having you guys here for that. And hopefully I will see you for bad ending number 1. But for now, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I will see you later.